Hello! Welcome to another art stream. I'll be doing some more creature designs tonight for the Creatuanary. Never gets easy to say that word. So, hope everyone's having a good week. Apologize to people who were expecting me on last night on my other stream. I was really tired and I really wanted to get some work done on the VTuber model. And I might have to cut back on hours until that's done because I really want to get it done soon. Like, and I just don't see that happening if I'm going to be fighting for minutes here and there after stream where I'm tired. I need to be fully focused because there's so much work goes into it. Hold on. I need to find my gloves. Where'd it go? It's probably on the floor. Oh, right behind me. Okay. Yeah. I'm just going to probably take the Tuesdays off just because it's always a toss-up to see if I have enough energy on that day anyway. So I figure losing that day won't be a huge loss in the short run. I do want to go back to doing it because I love talking to everyone on both my streams, but we'll see how long that takes. I'm hoping to get it done by the end of the month, so we'll see how that goes. I'll make an announcement. I don't feel I'm big enough for a debut, so I'm just gonna say it's when it's coming. So I guess that is a debut, isn't it? In a way, but it'll be like, I don't expect it to be huge. I hope that I can attract my usual people when that comes out, because it would be nice to show it off to a bunch of different people. I'll probably also turn it into a short just so that I can or like a clip just so people can see it without having to watch the whole thing if they don't want to. But yeah, sorry, getting some music. Oh, there. Please stay on the music this time. There we go. I like this music. I like the guitar. Okay. So, I'm probably going to change how I want to change how I'm doing these. Mainly because I feel like this is going to take too long and I have a better way which will be more fun and could tie into the comic. Where I make them entries and like you know how like in Gravity Falls they have the Book of Odd the journal. Like I was gonna do something like that for Grace, where she has like a book that she constantly is amending with new facts as she studies these creatures that are slipping into our reality. So today's is Adaro, and we're going to try and find a oh, okay, that's pretty easy. Wait. Okay, Adaro is a term distinct for two distinct classes of beings found in mythology in Makura Islands and Makura Island in the Solomon Islands. The first class is that of of ghosts, which may enter the animal tree or stone and remain in the village where they have lived. I can't be careful. I don't want to say. With proper entreaties, these ghosts can be commanded to do bad things to people living in the distance. See, I'm glad I read ahead. That's not what it said. The other class is an elemental spirit, which can play a part in many creation stories. I'm not really quite sure. Huh. That's kind of cool. That's actually kind of. I mean, aside from the hurting part, I guess they're used for vengeance. It sounds like, which is a shame because what a sad waste of. And I wonder what started this. It's always interesting to hear like how these customs were thought up. Maybe as a coping with this one, with the grief of the loss. Just to know that maybe vengeance can be made, things can be equalized out. This is gonna be a tough one to do, but I'll give it a shot. Let's see. Really, it's just gonna be it. I think the best thing to do would be to make it like a possessed shark. Would be kind of cool. Let's do that. What kind of sharks? Shark 51 species. Oh, okay. I was worried that I would only get a few. Let's see what we got here. Ah, what if we got a... There's rays there. That's even cooler. I love rays. Manta rays are beautiful creatures. That might be a better choice. But we'll see. I kind of like that better. Okay, there are no chimeras. There's... Oh wait, current number of shark... Oh, only 32. Okay, that's still more than I thought. I don't see... It doesn't say what kind, though. Yeah, I'm just not reading it, because this is a terrible site. It's in, like, 5 different colors. Hello! Thanks for dropping by. I'm doing, this... Apparently this creature called an Adaro. It's from the Solomon Islands. It's like a spirit that it can enter like animals and nature, and it's usually a relative, and I guess you use it to get vengeance on someone else, I suppose. An odd use of a spirit. I just would want to say hello, but that's just me. Oh, okay. I'm like that. Sorry, I was looking at a picture of a reef shark eating a fish, and the fish is in its mouth, and it looked like it was its face, and I was like, that looks really weird. Okay. Well, I mean, nothing too crazy about this. Maybe I'll make it so it's actually... Well, but they stay in the water. I don't know. I'm trying to think of how to do this. I suppose it could just have like an energy to it. Like, maybe it kind of morphs it a little. Because they fully humanize it a little. But I think that's kind of defeats the purpose. I mean, a mer person with that has some shark attributes isn't going to be as fast as a shark because sharks are shaped like sharks. That's why we don't stand a chance swimming against them. And what? Yeah, we hurt more than them. Sorry, that's a downer note. But yeah, cool creature though. I wish it was I wish it was more friendly. But then again, that's usually the way it is with spirits, isn't it? Like they're never. Sometimes they can be fickle. Like you think they're going to be. You always hope they're going to be just visitors, and then it turns out in most folklore it's something to watch out for. I'm trying to think of how to like... Or... maybe draw another one with this one's got like you can actually see on top it's got like a spirit's face or something like that. Yeah, because that's right. You came in after I talked about this, but I'm gonna draw these like notes because from Grace from my comic documents all the creatures that she runs into, and I thought it'd be fun to do some scientific illustrations. I've never tried those, and I really want to, because it's hello! I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I thought I would try some... Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, this is this spirit that can take over creatures. So I thought I would make this look like some kind of Grace from my comic. Let's see if I can find her picture. That's Grace. Yeah, it's the mother in my comic story that they're trying to rescue. She is a researcher, so I figure she could I'd like to, for the rest of these challenges, I would like to just draw these as like journal entries for her. Like I was gonna put like little notes on the side, like just like random bits here and there, and I'll fill them in later. But it's just gonna be kind of fun to have like, because I always loved that in Gravity Falls, or like in How to Train Your Dragon, how there was the both of the like the journals they had, like in How to Train Your Dragon, that nerdy kid had the that nerdy guy, he had the journal of different dragons, and they used it again when they did the TV show, which I never actually watched, but I did watch a few episodes. It was pretty good from what I saw. I mean, it was obviously lower budget, but it still was good. But yeah, there's. I figure I'm gonna kind of morph the shark a little bit, but I don't really know how much I want to change it, because it says that it kind of like it takes them over, but it doesn't say like it changes them, so I kind of want to keep it looking a little bit like still like a shark, or at least majority like a shark, because the whole point is to be the creature. Wow, great, so many people today, this is wonderful. Hope you're all having a wonderful week. Again, if you're from, if you follow my other stream, I apologize for not being on there. I'm probably going to cut down on that one, but I do want to keep doing this one twice a week, but that one I'm probably only do once, because I'm actually making some progress on the VTuber model, and rigging it, and I really want to like finish it up this month, or at least, yeah, I want to at least get it finalized this month, and then I'll show it off to some of my friends who are experts in that, and then get help from them. So really excited though. It's not a huge difference. I mean, it's definitely going to feel a little different, because it's obviously a full... I'm not even doing a half figure, I'm doing a full body. Give it like this ethereal like energy coming off of it. But yeah, it'll be fun to share that. Let me see some of these other sharks. Oh wait, there's a type of hammerhead there? Oh, I should have done that. Oh well, it's fine. I can draw that too. Nah, I don't want... They wouldn't be friends. I wouldn't want them near each other. Oh, there's even nurse sharks there. Man, there is a lot. I guess there's like 31 different creatures, 31 different types of sharks in the Solomon Islands. So... yeah, there's a hammerhead, that's for sure. Okay, I wish I had saw that first off. That's a really cool shark. Those are... it's fine though. Or maybe not. Some of these are saying other places. Guys, what? Why are you telling me things are in places they're not? Well, one thing's for certain. I doubt it would want to take over a thresher shark, because all they would be good for is, you know, hurting someone, but only with their... more with their tail than with their teeth, probably. A bull shark actually would be a really strong one. That this one's a little bigger than a bull shark. It could still be one. Maybe it's just looks bigger than it is. Maybe. That might be part of the whole, like, them being possessed. Go shark. Na 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 na. Go shark. It's not a zombie shark. I should be careful. I don't want it to look like it's. And it's got like, maybe occasionally you can see the face on the top of the head. Like it's a ethereal, kind of like a ghostly form. Bum 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 bum. Yeah. This is nice music. I like it. I'm gonna get the yeah, like the bull shark. I think they look like they're in the tan range, like a very muted. So this is a cool brush. I'm assuming Grace wouldn't find this where she is now, because she's like in a park in like the Adirondacks, kind of. So probably not this guy. I mean, I hope. He's just like, I mean, who knows with these things? They could be anywhere, I guess, because they're, if they're visitors from the Fey realm, they could pop up anywhere. This will give me more time to get caught up, even if I do it this way too, because like because I feel kind of bad already falling behind. Well, only a little, not really. Not. I always fall behind on these things. So, It is what it is. I can't believe I'm doing this all in one layer. That's not like me usually. But it kind of adds to the feeling that this was kind of like just a watercolor that she did. I'll say she used some acrylic markers. Maybe make it look like a ethereal seaweed sticking out onto it. It was fun though. Glad I tried this out. I always wanted to try out like a scientific illustration kind of look. I know this isn't quite that yet, but yeah, I'll get it there. I honestly just decided that today, and I did not look up any. Which I should have done before I started streaming, but I can do some research for the next one so that they're more accurate. But for this one, I'm just gonna have fun, you know. It doesn't 100% resemble scientific work, then that's fine. I think I have a brush for the book. Unfortunately, a lot of these are they're all in Japanese, so I think most of them. I guess not all of them, but I can use what. I gotta come up with a. I'm trying to think how. I mean, it's a small thing, but I kind of want to give her her own handwriting. So I'm just playing around right now with the typography. Maybe she does cursive? Like that, but could work. Still not neat enough for Grace. That's slightly better. Sad that cursive is going away or it's just not taught as much as it used to be. I'll admit I haven't practiced it very much lately, and I should get back into it. It's always a shame to lose a skill. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, why's my little guy move? Up I go. Sorry about that. I didn't even notice that. Maybe I'm misinterpreting it, but that's what I got from it. It's a vengeful spirit. Let's see. I think it said it can possess like trees. Or just remain? That's kind of a confusing sentence, but I mean, if you could just remain, why wouldn't you just remain? Maybe like let me see something. Bum 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 bum. It's funny that they keep drawing. They draw them like. Wait, oh, here we go. Maybe. Yeah, malevolent aquatic spirits. Wait, they are... Huh? I'm confused. The other thing said that they're spirits that possess creatures. Now it's saying that they're like merfolk. Well, why don't we do both? So she'll have like... I suppose they have different states anyway, so it's not surprising that they just... Because it made it sound like they were just, Okay, well they're basically a way to make sure everyone follows the cultural norms and doesn't disrespect the sea. So they sound like regular, like general like cautionary tales about mermaids or sirens when, because usually they pop up. Well, I guess sirens are just malevolent no matter what. They just are bad luck. They don't hit. Kind of want to keep some of the shark attributes, like the eye, make the eyes similar. Maybe not. Do 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 do. And they got horns. Yeah, and they figure it could be like a variant, like it could be either one, I suppose, 'cause oops. I put it on the wrong layer, everyone. Good for me. Good for me. I can fix it. There we go. Fixed. Oops. No. Wait. Actually, yes. Wow, I did that right accidentally. I don't like this. I gotta make this part smaller too. Still. There. Don't I have... I must have, let's see... Bum 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 bum. Color patterns, all materials. Oh, that's... yeah. That's not what I thought that brush would be. That's what I thought that brush would be, though. Yep. Okay. Sorry, just want to check something out. That's more what I wanted. Okay. Because like I said, she's probably got like a set of watercolors with her, like for really quick. Let's make this one. What color? What other sharks are there? I lost the sharks. Oh no! Wait, it doesn't have to. I guess it does. Or just make this one more like a line illustration instead of a. Maybe she didn't have as much. Whoops. What if they still had the mouth like the shark? Kind of funny. It doesn't look scary at all, it looks weird. Still get the dark eyes like a shark. What if it... a better idea. Better idea, kind of. Give it more of a longer snap. A long snoot. I don't like the side view. Didn't work out. Didn't work quite what I wanted. Maybe he's yeah, maybe swimming straight up. so he's got his... Yeah. That was fine. It was just not the right angle. But... Yeah. It's funny that in some fairy tales they make it so that the carnivores don't speak and only the the creatures that aren't an immediate threat can. But Tolkien actually did have the animals speak, and then the movies didn't show that, which I get. It would have been weird, but especially with the Hobbit was already long, the way they made it, so it would have probably caused some issues. Because the wargs, or the those hyena dogs that it was supposed to be goblins, and I think it was supposed to be. I don't think there were. Yeah, there were. I don't think there were orcs in yet. But anyway, the wargs were talking, and so were I believe the birds were. It's funny that the one thing they did put into The Hobbit that was in both books was the singing. Because they left that out. I mean, they didn't need it, but... Okay. Dun dun dun. Yeah, this is a pretty cool creature. Kind of cool showing like two different versions of what it can do. Like either just possess the creature and control it, or just they could look just like half human. Considering there's so many sharks around that area, I'm not surprised that that's what is the most common thing for it to possess. Do 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 do. Yeah, it's interesting how these creatures are kind of like just a. They're one of them. Kind of like how in some European tales, there's certain creatures that just exist mainly just to keep people out of dangerous areas like the woods. Because you never know what's out there. Like, you could trip and fall, and if no one knows you're around, it's like that could be really dangerous even today. So back then that was even worse. Just giving it some details to make it look interesting. Yeah. I usually use some kind of shading on this one. I'll try to. I'll be right back. I got some water. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. What kind of... It doesn't say that all. Yeah, it just says they're... Huh. I wonder if that's just some... Huh, okay. Okay, depicted the fish. Oh, it's a horn. Not. I want to make it like a. Like a shark narwhal. That's what that's what that is. It's actually a tooth that evolved into a sensory device for the narwhal, which is crazy. It's like, but really useful in the water. I like this. It's kind of cool. Glad I thought to try this out. It's always worth it. It's always good to try something new. Especially if you're not sure you're going to do good. Wait, let me see. Shark fins. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, here you go. Yeah, I was right. But they were too small. Yeah, like that. Yeah. I like it. This is pretty much what I want. Is I don't want to use up too much time on any single one of these, but I want to do like so I want to spend like around this time like an hour per drawing. That way I can actually keep up with these. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I like all this came out. Maybe I can clean up. Oops. Not with that. Not with that. That's a little better. It's a little cleaner than before. Don't want it to be perfect because it's supposed to be handwriting, but I mean, she does have nice handwriting, so don't want it to. Whoa, 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 whoa. Here. Okay, next one. Next one. Okay, let's see what our other drawings are. I had one that I was starting today because it was yesterday's, actually. It's the, Oh, what's Drampa? Hang on. This is a Pokemon, apparently, so interesting. Oh, this guy. Okay. Wait, this is the regular Drampa. Where's the Mega one? Okay. He's a lot of fluff. A lot of fluff and a lot of poof. Maybe she got bored, so she just did some fan art. She's just like, some pages she's just like, today I didn't see anything, so let's just draw Pokemon. I think I'm not sure which. Which one is he from? Is that from I'm not sure how new this creature is. If it's I thought it was an older creature that kind of just because it kind of has like a very strange body. I'm sure there's a reason for it. Like its head makes sense, but it's maybe it's a hybrid creature, kind of like I mean, there's plenty of Pokemon that are mixes of things. But I'll keep trying. I was gonna be like, you know what, let's stop. But I'll keep drawing it. If it doesn't turn out anything good, I'll just move on to the next one. Yeah, I'm not feeling this guy, sorry. Maybe I'll come back to him. I'm not a fan. It's not that I don't. It's a cool design, but I'm just not feeling like drawing a Pokemon right now. So let's go back to Carnpine. Okay, Carnpine. Is that what I think it is? Maybe not. We'll see. Did I write that? Yeah, I did. That's a confusing sentence. It says it's reportedly a gigantic frog on par with or somewhat larger than the world's largest known species. Frogs don't get that big. I mean, they get big, but like bullfrogs, I mean, they're like, they're hefty, but they're not like bigger than a person. So maybe I'm misreading it and it means like bigger than a cow or something, you know? Wait. It's just a big frog. Wait, this has to be like... Huh. They were even caught. That doesn't sound like a very scary cryptid. They sound like a moderate pest, maybe, or just like a big frog. I'm not sorry. I'm not drawing that. It's just big frog, and not even big enough to make. If it's big enough for a person to carry, it's not that big. Unless it's like, I mean, it's the size of a child at most, of an infant, like, or a rabbit, they say. That's not much bigger than, I mean, bullfrogs do get pretty close to that. So, it's interesting. Maybe for that location, that's pretty rare to see animals that big, but. Let me see if there's something else. Because there was one... Oh, this is the one. This is tomorrow's. This is the one I was working on. The Mela... I never know how to pronounce it. I think it's Tuka. It's a. I can work on that one. It's a. I started a rough sketch of this creature, and I'll just keep doing it. It's essentially this creature that they believe was either a rhinoceros or even a more outstanding claim is it could be some kind of ceratopsian. So, of course, that's what I'm going to draw. I'm going to make it look as otherworldly as possible because it's a cryptid. So. This one look. This does look almost like a Pokemon. I didn't mean to do that. It's funny. Supposedly, this thing hunts elephants. And I'm wondering if it was just like people didn't realize that elephants do fight each other. Or I doubt that was it though, because they must know that. If you live that close to them, you must see them fight. So, I don't know. But claim these giant beasts live. I mean, there's other tribes. I think it was in South America, possibly, where there's like a somewhere where they believe that like a sauropod exists, like a brontosaurus kind of creature. Kind of want to give it like almost like a bull-shaped kind of body with like a really big torso. Bull or rhino, could be either one, but point being it's just this really hefty, big thing that could take on an elephant, which is saying a lot. I mean, males, you don't mess around with them. This guy's gonna put possibly like funny notes, like maybe like faster than we thought, or something like that. Like very grumpy. We do the thing like in Monster Hunter where it's got like one damaged horn. Yeah, it's a pretty cool creature. I figured I'd make it really emphasize this beast having this really huge, nasty horn. Kind of like there's these prehistoric creatures that are ancestors of rhinos that actually, if you've ever seen that Mandalorian, that creature that he stole the egg from is based around those rhinos. So they didn't exactly just like pull that out of thin air. They essentially took that creature and said, like, what if it laid an egg, I guess. Got this thick hide like a rhino. Like overlapping skin. That's really hard, like armor. Yeah, I'm enjoying this one more. I'll be right back. I just need to use the restroom really quick. Okay, yeah. I like this idea. Making these like journal entries. I'll play around with them a little bit more. I know somewhere in here I have let's see. Come on, open up. Yeah, I know I have them somewhere, but there's a... I'll look for them later. I have like textures that look like different types of paper, and that'd be pretty cool, I think, for like the background of these. I know what to do. I know what to do. I'll use some of these brushes. Not that one. Well, no. I have more charcoaly ones? Let's see. Yay! Yeah! Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. This is not quite what I thought it was going to do, but this is okay. Nope, not that one. Yeah, why would I have those? Well, it makes new science. It doesn't need to hide. It's a walking battering ram. It doesn't need to hide from anything. But maybe its horn does go from light to dark to light, kind of like some of those. I like this guy. I'm glad you could all get the chance to drop by. It's been a lot of fun drawing this. Fast. Yeah, I like this. I like doing this in black and white. It's kind of fun. Just like not having to worry about rushing color theory. I like using color for when I have more time, but for these challenges I really don't. So it's much nicer to just be like, do them as I go really quick like this. I think that looks way better. We'll have to see what color their eyes are. Suppose it doesn't matter. Fun playing around with these texture brushes. Whoops. I'll clean up the head right too. It's just fine. This first will be way better than mine. NT. Sorry, I'm always okay. Toku. That's what it is. I'll clean that up. It's just Toka. Oops. Oh, cool. I messed up that's the problem with drawing it. There. Clean it up. 1 second. Yeah, trying to. Yeah. Oops. So we can just touch this one up. Like I said, it's really fun playing around with these brushes. I definitely recommend it if you ever have a chance. It's fun to. You can even, I mean, if you're an aspiring artist, you can always get like Krita, and I believe there's definitely people out there that make brushes for that. So this one's a bit pricey. I mean, it's not the most expensive, but it still costs. Although there's free trials if you wanted to try it out. guy's fun to draw. It's just a critter that's just like a walking demolishing crew. No purpose for that. Not really. I'm gonna show a little bit of a rise in the for the texture, but doesn't really need to have much. He's Grumps. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna read some more of it. So I liked reading off some of the information for these guys. So let's see. Mela. Oops. Dash. Telka. Oh. Well, there's nothing wrong with being a little exaggerated. My version's very exaggerated. Yeah. Eater of the tops of trees. Hunter of elephants, reported in rainforest swamps and rivers in the Republic of Congo and Southwest Central African Republic. Described as a horned animal, which has been... Yeah, see, it says compared to a rhinoceros and ceratopsian dinosaurs. So, giving it a crest is not that. No pictures of this rhino. Oh, okay. It may be yeah, I'm gonna stick with my dinosaur. I mean, it's not that far off. Theirs just doesn't have a crest. That's the difference. I like keeping the crest on. So, because it's pretty close. I mean, I didn't do the, I can actually fix the other part of it, which is that it says it has more of a crocodilian tail. So I'll just put ridges on it. And there you go. Yeah, like a big fat crocodile tail. I like it. I'd say this is more rhinoceros-like than even theirs, because theirs is more like. I mean, this looks like it is the size that it is, which is that, like, maybe I'll put, yeah. This is Grace hiding a little closer than she should be. But she's very well hidden. She's got this. Nah, I'm not gonna do that for this one. I will do that in the future, though. It was a fun idea, but I'm gonna leave her out of this. She's way too close to be safe. Doing that. But like maybe even like putting a humanoid form next to it, kind of like a yeah. Comparing it to her. Much taller. This is pretty close to the size difference between this cryptid and its and people that from that area. They say it's like this kind of yeah. Rough size compared to human. Cracktail. Very fast. Yeah, I like this. Neat. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here. But it's been really fun. I really did enjoy this. I just have so much to do, but I really want to keep doing these in just black and white. It's so much more fun. I'll put some color in here and there when I can, but it's just so much more fun to put these in black and white. Like I might change the notes to be in blue or something, so that like it looks like she's using a maybe like a ballpoint pen. But yeah, this is fun. And then at the end of this, I can maybe like make it look, give it like a animation, like its pages turning. So, yeah. Yeah, that's a long title. I should have just put Taka. Yeah. But I hope everyone has a great rest of your week, and I'll be back on Friday to finish this. Well, I'll probably be done with this by then, but because I'll probably finish this one up tomorrow, and then I'll start another one, which is let's see what I can do. Ooh, the Drekavak? What's that? Hang on. It's ooh, some kind of like, oh, it's a spoopy, it's a it's a scary ghost creature. It is lanky and spooky and this will be fun. So look forward to that, and it's another cautionary tale creature. So yeah, that'll be fun. And then maybe since it's not too hard to draw, maybe I'll get a couple in tomorrow, and I mean on Friday, and I'll try and do some of the comic. So look forward to that, and I'll see you then. Enjoy the rest of your week.